Can animals truly master desert scorching heat? The Sahara, Earth's largest hot desert, covers 3.6 million square miles. A vast sea of sand under a blazing sun. Its dunes hide animals that turn harshness into home. Ants that brave blazing sand. Camels that roam without water. Foxes that hide in cool burrows. And antelopes that graze sparse plants. Their adaptations make life possible where it seems impossible. Join us to explore how these creatures thrive in the Sahara's relentless landscape. By mid-morning, the Sahara's temperature hits 120 DFF. Baking the sand across its endless dunes. Winds reshape the landscape, moving dunes daily and creating a dynamic home for life. Water is rare, found only in scattered oases that dot the desert. Despite this, animals thrive, each with a unique way to handle the heat. Some dig burrows to stay cool. Others roam to find sparse plants. The Sahara's sun, relentless to most, is a tool for these creatures. They use the morning's cooler hours to gather food or prepare for the day. Ants march in the heat. Camels trek toward water. And small mammals rest. Their lives show a deep bond with the desert, turning its challenges into opportunities. The Sahara isn't empty. It's a stage for nature's balance. Where every animal plays a part. As the sun climbs, their adaptations shine, revealing a world alive with possibility. Tiny insect, one that faces the hottest hours, using the sun to its advantage. Its story opens the Sahara's tale. The Sahara silver ant, a creature that defies the desert's heat. As the sun climbs, these ants leave their underground nests. Their silvery hairs reflect sunlight, keeping them cool on sand hot enough to burn. They search for desert insects, collecting food to feed their colony. Each ant works fast, racing against the rising temperature. Their paths are precise, avoiding wasted effort in the open desert. These ants don't linger. They gather and return, storing food for the colony's future. Their teamwork ensures the group thrives in a place with little to offer. The ants' reflective hairs are a natural shield. Letting them work when other animals hide. This adaptation makes them vital to the desert, cleaning up remains and recycling new. Their morning activity sets the stage for the Sahara's ecosystem. As they vanish into their nests, another animal takes the spotlight. It roamed vast distances, relying on a different strategy to live in this dry world. The Sahara silver ant shows how even the smallest creatures shape this desert. Another larger resident, one that carries its resources with it. The dromedary camel moves through the Sahara with purpose. By morning, these animals are already traveling, seeking sparse vegetation or distant oases. Their humps store fat, a reserve that fuels them through days without food or water. Each step conserves energy, letting them cover miles under the growing heat. Their wide feet spread across the sand, keeping them steady on shifting dunes. Camels chew tough desert plants, extracting every bit of moisture. Their bodies are built to keep water in, losing little to the dry air. This makes them ideal for the Sahara's long, hot days. Nomads have relied on camels for centuries. Using them to cross this vast desert. Today, wild camels still roam, perfectly suited to their home. Their morning journeys show a calm approach to desert life, moving steadily to find what they need. As the sun rises higher, camels rest in any shade they find, saving energy for the next trek. Their way of life highlights the Sahara's rhythm. These camels shape the desert, grazing plants that regrow to sustain life. Their presence ensures the balance of this sunlit world. Did you know camels help the Sahara stay alive? The Sahara's morning bursts with action, a fleeting window where wildlife thrives under the rising sun. In this vast sun-scorched desert, animals seize these cooler hours to hunt, forage, or seek scarce water and shade. The relentless heat dictates their existence, yet they've evolved to belong. Weaving a complex web of life in a landscape that appears barren. From industrious ants marching in disciplined rows to camels plodding across endless dunes, each species plays a vital role. The Sahara's sands, sculpted daily by restless winds, conceal tales of remarkable adaptation. Some creatures, like the fennec fox, burrow beneath the surface to escape the midday blaze. While others, like the fleet-footed gazelle, roam the open expanse. Perfectly attuned to the desert's unforgiving rhythm. Far from lifeless, the Sahara is a stage for nature's ingenuity. Morning light reveals a hidden world where survival hinges on clever strategies. The desert's silence masks a vibrant ecosystem. Scarab beetles roll dung with precision, while sidewinder snakes glide across dunes. Leaving intricate trails. These wild animals don't just endure the heat, they harness it, turning adversity into opportunity. The rising sun, both a challenge and a catalyst, illuminates their resilience. As delved deeper, the Sahara unveils its secrets. Guiding us to a tiny creature like the jerboa, whose nimble leaps defy the harsh terrain. Its life, like countless others, embodies the desert's power and possibility. This wild animal documentary draws into the Sahara's story, revealing a hidden beauty where life triumphs against all odds. In the soft glow of the morning sun, faint tracks weave across the Sahara's golden dunes, marking the path of a resilient desert resident. Each imprint in the sand tells a story of survival. A testament to life thriving in one of Earth's harshest landscapes. As dawn breaks, the Sahara awakens with quiet energy. Its creatures bustling to prepare for the scorching day ahead. The desert's rhythm dictates their actions. Some scurry to forage, gathering scarce resources with precision, while others seek refuge in the sparse shade of acacia trees or rocky outcrops. Every movement is deliberate, honed by millennia of adaptation. To the Sahara's relentless cycle of heat and scarcity. These tracks, barely visible yet full of purpose, lead to a small burrow carved into the dune's edge. A sanctuary from the sun's unyielding glare. Inside, a creature, likely a fennec fox or an oryx, rests, its small frame perfectly suited to this arid world. The burrow is more than shelter. It's a masterpiece of survival, maintaining coolness even as the desert surface bakes. In the morning's fleeting coolness, this animal emerges, its keen senses attuned to the landscape's subtle offerings of seeds, insects, or dew-kissed plants. The Sahara is no mere expanse of sand. It's a living mosaic, sculpted by wind, time, and the delicate balance of its inhabitants. From the darting lizards to the elusive scarab beetles. Each species contributes to an intricate ecosystem. Their lives interwoven in a dance of endurance. Following these tracks pulls us deeper into the desert's narrative, revealing a world where small creatures wield immense resilience. The Sahara's warmth, a formidable challenge, is met with remarkable ingenuity. Showcasing a complex web of life that captivates with its enduring harmony. Thriving in the heart of an unforgiving wilderness. The fennec fox greets the midday sun from its burrow. This small animal spends hot hours in a cool underground den. The burrow traps morning air, keeping the fox comfortable as the desert heats. Its thick fur blocks the sun's rays, letting it rest near the entrance. The fox's ears, large and alert, catch every sound, helping it stay aware without leaving shade. By staying still, it saves energy for cooler hours. The burrow's design is key, a natural refuge from the heat outside. Fennec foxes dig these homes themselves, creating deep tunnels that stay cool. Their morning was spent foraging, finding roots and insects to eat. Now they wait, using the desert's rhythm to their advantage. Its life shows how the desert's heat can be managed. The burrow isn't just a shelter, it's a tool, letting the fox thrive in this sunlit world. The fennec fox's clever use of shade keeps it safe from the Sahara's heat. Its small size hides a big ability to live in harsh conditions. This wild animal shapes the desert, aerating sand with its burrows. Can you guess which fox uses big ears to stay cool? The sand cat is a small, wild cat, living in the Sahara Desert. It has a pale, sandy coat that blends with the desert environment. Its large ears help detect prey, and furry paws protect against hot sand. Sand cats are nocturnal, hunting at night for rodents, lizards, and insects. They can survive without drinking water, getting moisture from their food. These cats are solitary, except during mating season. They live in burrows to escape the desert heat. Sand cats are hard to spot due to their camouflage and secretive nature. Their population is stable, but habitat loss is a concern. They weigh about 3 to 7 pounds and are 15 to 20 inches long with a short tail. Sand cats can run fast to catch prey but prefer stealth. They communicate with soft meows and scent marking. These cats are well adapted to the harsh Sahara, needing little to survive. They face few predators, mainly snakes and larger mammals. Sand cats are not domesticated and avoid humans. Studying them helps us understand desert ecosystems better. Their unique traits make them a fascinating part of the Sahara's wildlife. The oryx moves across the Sahara's dunes at midday. These animals seek out dry grass and shrubs, eating plants that hold tiny amounts of water. Their bodies pull moisture from the bite, letting them live without drinking. The oryx travels in small groups, finding patches of vegetation in the vast desert. Their hooves grip the sand, keeping them steady as they graze. The sun's heat doesn't stop them. They eat steadily, storing energy for long journeys. The Sahara's plants are scattered, but the oryx knows where to look. Following faint trails to food. Their grazing helps the desert, spreading seeds that grow into new plants. The oryx's life is tied to these sparse patches, each one a lifeline in the heat. They rest in shade when they can, but their morning and midday are for eating. The Sahara's dunes offer little, but the oryx makes it enough. The desert jerboa dances across the Sahara's sand at night. This small creature hops between shrubs under the moonlight, collecting seeds and tiny insects in the cool air. Its long legs let it cover ground quickly. Avoiding predators and conserving energy. The jerboa eats small amounts, storing energy in its body for lean times. Its burrows, dug under bushes, offer safety from both the day's heat and nocturnal threat. The jerboa's hops scatter seeds, helping desert plants grow. Its nighttime activity is brief but essential, gathering food before retreating. The Sahara's darkness brings relief from the sun, and the jerboa thrives in its quiet calm. Its large eyes scan the dim landscape, missing nothing in the starlit terrain. The jerboa's life is simple, bound to the desert's sparse resources. The Sahara's midday sun, a relentless force, shapes the lives of wild animals in profound ways. Its searing heat dictates their rhythms, pushing each species to adapt with remarkable precision. Finnick foxes, with their oversized ears, retreat to cool, underground burrows during the day. Conserving energy for twilight hunts. Addax antelopes, masters of endurance, graze on tough, dry plants, extracting scarce moisture from withered leaves to survive. Desert jerboas, agile and swift, hop across dunes to gather seeds. Unknowingly dispersing life as they move. These adaptations, honed over millennia, are not just survival tactics. They ensure the desert's future, weaving a delicate balance of life in an unforgiving landscape. The Sahara's wild animals embody resilience, turning the sun's harsh glare into an ally. Their habits sustain the ecosystem, from burrows shielding small creatures to roaming herds seeking sparse vegetation across vast miles. Each species contributes to a living network. A testament to the desert's hidden richness. The midday heat, a formidable challenge, is met with ingenuity. Transforming a harsh environment into a thriving home. These creatures in a wild animal documentary reveal their quiet strength. Showcasing a world where survival is an art form. Their stories, etched in the dunes, unfold under the sun's unyielding light, highlighting a delicate equilibrium. As journey deeper into the Sahara, the midday sun guides to an oasis. The desert's pulsing heart. Here, life converges, wild animals gather. Drawn to water's promise. This oasis, a rare sanctuary, underscores the desert's vitality. Sustained by the intricate adaptations of its inhabitants. Wild Animal Documentary captures this balance, revealing the Sahara's enduring truth. Life thrives in the harshest places, sustained by the ingenuity of its creatures. Their presence, a quiet force, ensures the desert remains a vibrant living world. Illuminated by the sun's relentless glow. The Sahara's midday light, a relentless blaze that scorches the endless dunes, unveils a miracle in the sand, a vibrant green oasis, rare and vital, pulsing with life in the heart of desolation. This emerald refuge, a small but resilient haven, draws creatures from miles around, offering sustenance where the desert seems to forbid it. Towering palm trees, their fronds swaying gently in the faint breeze, cast precious shade over a shimmering lake that mirrors the sun's fierce glow. This oasis is more than a mere stopover. It is the desert's beating heart. A sanctuary where life converges to defy the arid expanse. In the Sahara's vast, sun-bleached wilderness, where heat shimmers distort the horizon, the oasis stands as a critical hub, sustaining a delicate web of existence. Animals from fleet-footed gazelles to burrowing rodents are drawn to its promise of water and lush vegetation. Camels, their humps swaying as they plod across the dunes, arrive to drink deeply. their endurance a testament to the desert's demands. Lizards skitter across the sand, their scales glinting as they seek the shade of low-lying shrubs. Birds, from migratory falcons to resident sparrows, perch on palm branches. Their songs a rare melody in the silence. Each creature shaped by the Sahara's unforgiving trials. Relies on this oasis to survive the day's blistering heat. The Sahara, a vast and unforgiving desert, is more than a barren wasteland. It's a dynamic ecosystem pulsing with life, shaping a unique narrative of survival. Sparse but resilient plants, from tough grasses to sturdy acacias and date palms. Anchor themselves in the arid soil, their deep roots tapping into rare underground water sources. These sustain herbivores like gazelles and antelopes, whose grazing patterns etch faint trails across the endless dune. Predators, such as the cunning desert owl with its keen eyes and keen senses, prowl under the starry sky, their nocturnal hunts synchronized with the quiet rhythms of the desert. Even insects, buzzing softly in fleeting patches of shade. Play a vital role, pollinating hardy flora and feeding smaller creatures like lizards. The Sahara weaves these lives into a delicate tapestry. Where every organism, from plant to predator, depends on a fragile balance to endure the relentless challenges of this harsh, sun-scorched land. Venturing into the Sahara Desert, the air hits dry, searing, and thick with the scent of dust and ancient stone. Tracks and claw marks crisscross the sand, whispering stories of the creatures that endure here. The animals here, like camels with their hindquarters catching the bright sunlight, walk cautiously, alert to the slightest noise of a cheetah or desert fox prowling nearby. Each animal is a marvel of adaptation. Camels store fat in their humps to survive long stretches without water. While lizards sport heat-deflecting scales to dodge the sun's wrath. Scorpions and horned vipers slip into crevices. Masters of stealth in this unforgiving terrain. Beneath the midday sun's brutal blaze, the Sahara reveals a stark yet vibrant world. Towering dunes cast dramatic shadows over cracked, rocky flats, where sparse shrubs cling to life. Far from barren, the desert teems with resilience. Camels' herds migrate across vast expanses, guided by instinct. While desert eagles carve arcs in the cloudless sky. The Sahara's pulse is one of defiance. A living testament to survival, inviting us to unravel its enduring secrets. This oasis, a green heart in the Sahara, pulses with life at midday. A lake 100 feet long sparkles under the sun, fed by underground springs. Palm trees 20 feet tall cast shade where animals gather. Dromedary camels rest, chewing desert plants growing near the water. Fennec foxes take a rest, their fur catching the breeze. Oryx antelopes nibble grass, staying close to shade. The oasis is a meeting place, where the desert's animals share its gifts. Its water supports a micro-world, with plants that feed and shelter life. The sun's heat makes the oasis vital, drawing creatures from miles away. Each visit strengthens the desert's web, linking animals to this rare spot. The oasis isn't just water, it's a system balancing the Sahara's harshness. Under the Sahara's blistering midday sun, the oasis becomes a vibrant stage for wild animals. Showcasing their remarkable adaptations and roles in sustaining this desert haven. Tracks of hooves, paws, and claws weave across the dunes. Tracing the paths of creatures honed for survival in this relentless expanse. Some animals, cloaked in pale fur, deflect the searing sun. While others dig burrows to shelter from its midday fury. Many traverse vast distances, their bodies engineered to hoard water. Enduring days without a sip. Others graze on sparse, wiry vegetation. Their feeding scattering seeds that coax new life from the parched earth. Sustaining the desert's fragile cycle. Beneath the unforgiving sun, the Sahara reveals a stark yet vibrant world. Towering dunes rise like waves. Casting fleeting shadows over cracked, rocky flats where thorny shrubs and brittle grasses cling to existence. Far from a barren void, the desert pulses with tenacity. Animals move with precision. Some dart between scarce cover. Others glide above on broad wings. Their instincts sharpened by the harsh terrain. Through grazing, burrowing, and seed dispersing, they weave a delicate web of life. Shaping the Sahara's resilience. This sun-baked land molds their survival. Yet they in turn nurture its enduring vitality. A testament to life's defiance. His intricate balance, captured vividly in a wild animal documentary, reveals the Sahara's strength not as an empty wasteland, but as a thriving ecosystem. The oasis thrives because of these creatures. Their lives interwoven in a cycle of give and take. As observed, their quiet resilience teaches us that the Sahara's future hinges on preserving this harmony. Where every wild animal plays a vital role in the desert's enduring story. The Sahara's oasis, a fragile lifeline in a vast sea of sand, teeters on the edge as a warming world intensifies its challenges. Rising temperatures evaporate the oasis's precious lake. Shrinking the water supply that sustains wild animals like fennec foxes, dromedary camels, addax antelope, and desert jerboas. Palm trees, vital for shade, wilt under the escalating heat, their fronds offering less refuge. These wild animals, exquisitely adapted to the desert's extremes, depend on this green haven. But its survival is increasingly uncertain. The midday sun, blazing relentlessly, underscores the stakes. Its heat a stark reminder of a changing climate, threatening the oasis's delicate balance. Conservation efforts push back against this looming crisis. Solar-powered pumps draw water from deep underground. Replenishing the lake to ensure wild animals have a reliable source to drink. Local communities and organizations plant drought-resistant trees, reinforcing the oasis's roots and preserving the plants that feed and shelter its inhabitants. These actions strengthen the desert's ecological web. Maintaining the intricate balance that supports life. Protecting oases means safeguarding the grasses and shrubs that oryx graze on. The shade where fennec foxes rest, and the seeds owls scatter, all of which sustain the ecosystem. A wild animal documentary capturing this scene would spotlight their tenacity. Urging us to protect this golden expanse. The Sahara's life, vibrant and enduring, deserves to endure. From the smallest ant to the wandering camel, these animals show what's possible in a land of extremes. The sun holds steady. The oasis stands as a green promise. A symbol of hope. Their world, vast and alive, calls for our care. Subscribe to our channel to follow their story. And join the mission to save the Sahara's wild animals, ensuring their legacy thrives in the desert's embrace.